Joined now by Mike Hastings, the coach of the Minnesota State University Mavericks. Mike, let's start off with your comment on how the weekend went, and then your thoughts as the Mavericks head toward the regional.
Well, I think it's been well talked about. Saturday was important for us to try and finish off our season here at home as best as we could, and found a way to win a very difficult game against a really good hockey team from Bemidji State. Jack McNeely, one of our leadership group, is the one that cashes in. Dryden McKay was very good. Again, some adversity that we had to go through, but hopefully that'll prepare us for the regional. We're excited to go into Albany. I think it's anytime at this point in the season, a difficult challenge. And you're playing for, it's win or go home. So we're excited about putting together a good couple of days here in preparation, and then focus on getting to Albany and playing a really good Harvard team.
Great. Thanks for that, Mike. Mary Rominger from KUIC is here. Mary, would you like to ask a question?
You mentioned the single elimination games going into what will be the NCAA tournament, one and done after last year's Frozen Four appearance. Just what thoughts go through your mind to kind of make this run a little bit more productive, I guess?
Well, first of all, we've got to tend to our business before we get to Harvard, and that's put together a couple of good days, and then really just focus on that preparation, our own play, and try to get to the next step, which is being able to play on Saturday. So a long ways from getting to the Frozen Four. We've got a lot of work in front of us. I've had the opportunity to watch Harvard a little bit, know a couple of other players that were on our team representing the United States in the Olympics. They're very talented. They're deep. They're well coached. Teddy always does a great job. And so that's really what we're focused on right now and trying to prepare for Harvard.
Josh Sagan from College Hockey News, you're up.
Yeah, Coach. Talk about that matchup of Harvard a little bit. Obviously, that top line, that's about as talented a top line as, the teams will see. They're on kind of a hot streak over the last few weeks. Got to see him up at Lake Placid this weekend. What's the challenge of going up against a top line that's kind of putting the puck in the net like them?
Well, first of all, I don't think there's one thing that you could do, because I think they're pretty multidimensional. They can beat you on the power play. They beat you 5-on-5. They bring a lot of different attributes as a line, which usually makes a line click. And for us, we just got to be aware of time and space and making sure we're not creating opportunities for them offensively, because they're good enough to do it on their own. And what I mean by that is through just good puck management and making sure that we're trying to keep them in front of us. And like I said, not giving them second and third opportunities, because they're good enough to create it on their own. And with that, they've got depth. I don't think it's just that one line. They've got a long, talented blue line. Their goaltender's obviously playing very well at this time. So for us, there's a lot of challenges that are in the bucket as far as Harvard's concerned. But you're right on, that line is one that drives them.
Cole Bulow from the MSU Reporter.
Hey, Coach. You guys face off against that hot Harvard team right away that brings a lot of young talent to the table. And then it's a matter of winning against those guys and looking at either Notre Dame or North Dakota after that. What do you think of the competition as a whole in that region, mainly looking at that Harvard squad?
I think the region's difficult when you get to a Final 16 and you get to a regional over the years that we've been doing it. Every single game is a challenge. And so you focus on the first one. And last year, again, there were some ebbs and flows, positive and negative, when we played. Quinnipiac, in the first half, Quinnipiac did a really good job at putting us on our heels and getting off to a lead. Then in the second half, I thought we got to our game a little bit more and we wore it down a little bit and found a way to get it tied and then winning one in overtime. And I thought, getting that first one done, I played a lot freer the next night against the University of Minnesota. So we're just going to try and use that experience from that tournament and the previous tournaments to prepare us for what we're doing right now. And that's really just focusing on what's happening first, which is hard.
Kevin Dudley of the Mankato Free Press.
Mike, kind of going off what you just said, is it nice to go to one of these this year without needing to answer questions about, past NCAA tournaments. I know you guys hadn't, won one. The program hadn't until last year. Is it nice going to this one without, having, I guess, the past come up a lot and, those losses?
Yeah, it's nice to get the first one done. And I was really appreciative of the guys not waiting so long to get the second one. That was a positive. And again, you know what? As a coach, I've learned a lot over, whether it is weekly, monthly, yearly, through goods and bads, and so through successes and failures. And so we're just going to try and continue to draw on those. I think, when we came up short multiple times previous to last year, I think it helped us prepare and gave us a little bit of a callous look. So once we were able to get through, I thought we moved right on to the next game, and that's what we have to do now. This is a new season. It's a new region. It's in a new area. We're playing a team we haven't played. This is a whole different ballgame. So we'll draw on the experiences and just continue to try and be as prepared as we can when the puck drops on Thursday.
Back to you, Mary.
Can you provide some of the feelings and emotions you're seeing from your players right now? With transfers that have come in, have stepped up big throughout the season, your veteran players, all of it seems like I'm sure they're excited right now, but what are you seeing, Coach?
Well, just what our game's changing, and I don't mean anything other than how you comprise a team. The transfer portal is one that you're seeing as teams are eliminated from the NCAA tournament, that portal grows. And so we've been fortunate with the guys that we had come in. They've had significant impacts. You saw Josh Grohl, even though they didn't count the goal, he's played very well for us in the transfer situation. David Cillier has come in and solidified us on the penalty kill and being in a top 9 role. Ben Moss coming in and being a veteran presence for us back at the blue line. We've utilized them to help make our team better, and their attitudes and the type of human beings that they are have made us a better team this year. And so for us, it's just about taking the next step. These guys have done a really good job of working on their dailies from the beginning of the season, starting back at UMass. They've never really got too far ahead of themselves. And I think we're going to stick with that right now and rely upon that leadership group to continue us in trying to get our season to progress.
Kevin, followed by Josh.
Mike, that quick start you guys have, or the quick turnaround, you guys have this week. What are some things you're maybe doing different, that you do, in a normal Friday, Saturday week?
I think the guys are probably enjoying it, less practice time. At this time of the year, they want to play. For us, a lot of it's logistics. We're trying to, prepare them, get them ice time, get them fed, get them taken care of, get the academics in order so that the distractions aren't any more than they're going to be going to an NCAA regional. For us, we get done on Saturday, not until 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. The guys get out of here. We have the selection show on Sunday. And now it's just, we just went through our skate. We had a good skate. We've had 2 of those left, one here at home and then one at the regional. And then they're going to drop a puck the next day at 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. So right now it's hurry up and wait. In other words, let's get there. Let's make sure we're as prepared as we can be when we get there. Get rested, focused, and excited about the opportunity.
Josh, you're up.
Yeah, you kind of pivoting off of that. How big is that extra day off in the regional now? How much does it change what you do even on, Thursday game 1? Does it change anything or the preparation style or anything like that?
It's a good question. That the preparation, I would say a little bit from the idea of one, you've got to get to the next step, but it was always, you had to prepare for 3 teams. Because you don't have a lot of time after that first game if you're fortunate enough to move on. And right now we lose a day on the front end. So our preparation maybe for Harvard and Harvard for us, but you lose that 24 hours, but you gain it on the other side of it, where you're going to be able to do a little bit more in your preparation if you're fortunate enough to move on to the next game. And so for us, get on it as much as we can here in the next 48 hours. While trying to take away as many distractions for the players and get them out there in a timely manner and get them set so they can be as comfortable as they can and worry about page 1 before you get to page 2.
See Randy Johnson from the Star Tribune just joined us. Randy, I'll give you an opportunity to ask a question if you'd like.
Yeah, Mike, you might have agreed already, but what do you expect out of Harvard? What have you seen so far?
Talented, depth. They've got a line that is incredibly hot. They're getting healthy. They're healthier than what they have been earlier in the year. And obviously playing with some confidence right now. Quinnipiac's a really good hockey team. And for them to go on a 3-game series with RPI and then turn around and beat a really good Clarkson team, back it up against Quinnipiac, I think they're playing with a lot of confidence. And they can be a lot of different ways. Their power play, I think, is a real strength. And they're a confident group with the puck and without it. And so for us, I think there's a lot of challenges there. But again, with the quick turnaround, we're going to focus as much as we can on what we do and try to get to our identity as quick as possible.
Kevin, you have last question here for Mike?
Yeah, Mike, I know that athletes tend to be creatures of habit, and you're not used to playing games early in the day as you're going to play Thursday. Is it any coincidence that you're going practice as early as you did today? Is that something you're trying to get the guys acclimated to getting their bodies going earlier in the day?
As much as we can, and again, we're fortunate through class schedules that there's an availability of that right now. But we're trying to take advantage of anything that we can in preparation for Harvard. So trying to get on that clock as quick as possible. And today gave us that opportunity.
Final question to you, Cole.
Yeah, Michigan made the jump over you guys in the final game of the season, just to take that 1-of-1 seed in the pairwise. He's not here, is he? Oh, never mind. Sorry. You were surprised. Were you surprised at all when you found out their name was called first? And what do you think of that squad with a good possibility that you meet them later in the tournament?
First of all, they earned it to go into Minnesota and win that game the way that they did. And again, we've only been able to really control what we get to control, which is the outcomes of our games, the preparation. And our group's done a good job of that. So the pairwise is put together specifically to try and have a formula that the best 16 teams get an opportunity to go play in the tournament, combined with what happens in league play and the AQs, the automatic qualifiers. And you saw what Harvard did with their opportunity. And we've seen history teach us that all you have to do is get in. You've seen last teams in win national championships. So if you get an opportunity to earn it and you earn it, everybody is back to ground zero. Yeah, you've got to earn it from here moving forward, and it's going to be no different. I think Michigan's very deserving of the 1 overall seed, but I also think anybody that's in this tournament can win it.
Great. Thanks, Mike. Good luck Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thanks. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. You handled Saturday with a lot of composure.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. There's yours.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey, you got everything? Not yet. What do you do? Hey. Oh, yes, come out yet?
You can throw on this mic too. Just put it under your hoodie. And then put it onto your. Yeah. Just let me know.
That's good. Gotta go the other way.
Other way. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. And then just pull the cord through a little bit so it goes down. There you go. Perfect.
Joined now by senior captain Wyatt Aamodt. Wyatt, crazy Saturday night here. We end up picking up the 2022 Mason Cup. Your thoughts on the game, and then tell us a little about your thoughts as we head toward Albany, New York for the regional against Harvard on Thursday.
Yeah, like I said, obviously that was a crazy game. I don't think any of us have ever seen something like that, including myself. Just proud of the group on the way we kind of stuck to it. Obviously it's a roller coaster of emotions there. It's good to get that win, especially in overtime, and I'm proud of Josh. Obviously that moment was kind of taken from him. Just having the conversation with him after, he was never bummed, upset, anything like that, he wasn't the star. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I really have for Jack. Jack's a huge part of this group. He's, given a lot to this team and this organization here. So it's a cool moment for Jack. He's one of those quieter, humbler guys, but it's just good to see him crack a smile after that win. And like I said, it's proud of the way our guys stuck to it. Obviously, that isn't easy to sit in the locker room there for 45 minutes and kind of wonder what's going to happen and whatnot. So it's good response by us. And then going to this weekend, I think it's just going to be big just to keep our focus and stick to our identity. Harvard's a good team. They're fast. They're skilled. They have a lot of that high-end talent. So I think just for us, take advantage of our game, stick to our identity, be hard on them, get pucks behind them, and just, try not to make the mistakes that they're going to capitalize on. Like you said, they're hard, they're fast. They can make you pay off their rush. So we just got to, stick to our game, do what we do best. And I think putting our best foot forward is going to help us a lot.
Great. Thanks for that, Wyatt. Mary, do you have a question?
Yeah, going into the NCAA tournament off of the longest NCAA tournament appearance from last year, what are you guys doing as players and you specifically to get ready for a moment that is single elimination territory?
Yeah, I think the thing for us is just use our experiences. We have a lot of core group of guys who went through that last year, played in the Frozen Four, playing these regional games. So I think for us, we can kind of just use those experiences to our advantage. Play our best hockey, this time of year. Because at the end of the day, it's a single game elimination. So for us as a leadership group, just kind of help talk to those guys, kind of let them know what the situation is going to be like. But at the end of the day, hockey's hockey. It's a one game thing we've been doing all of our lives. So I just think, we'll all mind our P's and Q's going to the weekend, but, this is a business trip. Absolutely. So we try to go there and put our best foot forward and, we'll start dancing with them.
Great. Thanks for that. Kevin Dudley, do you have a question?
Wyatt, what was the adjustment like practicing earlier in the day today? I know that's when you guys have to play Thursday. Is that something that is a bit of an adjustment for you and the team?
I don't think so. Like I said, at this point of our career, hockey's hockey. Like I said, I don't think it's a big deal at all. They're not making excuses this time of the year, practice time, game time, whatever. We all know how to prepare for games. So I think, getting used to it might help some guys a little bit, but at the end of the day, hockey's hockey. And I think we're just excited to get going here on Thursday.
Josh Sagan, do you have a question?
Yeah, sure. Talk about, you kind of just mentioned it, the quick turnaround. You're going to be playing against a team that has a really talented top line. What type of challenges is that? And they're really hot. What type of challenges that give you guys? Yeah,
like I said, I think, they have definitely high-end talent. Tip your cap to them there. I think it's for us, I think it's going to be just try to limit our mistakes. Obviously, it's a game. Hockey is a game of mistakes. They're going to happen. But just do what we can to, eliminate that. Our forwards have done a great job kind of getting back and supporting us as a decor. So I think that's a big thing, just getting back, supporting pucks. But us as a decor, we have some experiences, I guess, with things like this, which is good. Having a few games in our pocket, playing those teams like Michigan, St. Cloud, UMass early in the year, they have high-end talent too. So I think just take those experiences and just stay on the inside. Like I said, they're high-end, they're skilled, they're fast. So I think, just like I said, limit our mistakes and just stick to the inside and keep stick to the small sheet. I think we'll be all right.
Randy Johnson, do you have a question for Wyatt?
Oh, yeah, Wyatt, you face Ryan McKay in practice every day. What does that do? I guess helping you and your offensive teammates get better.
Yeah, obviously when, you go against the best, you're going to get better. Like I said, I know there's knocks on him maybe around the league from other people, but I can tell you if you're going against him against four, he's the best of the best. He's a competitor. Just because it's practice doesn't mean he's taking his foot off the gas. He's working hard every day. You can ask our guys like, Nathan Smith or Julian, some of the best offensive guys in the country. They don't like going against him either. He's a competitor. He plays out third, fourth, fifth rebounds halftime. Doesn't seem like he's trying at the end because he's saving all of them. But I think it's just going to be good for us. Because like I said, in practice, you get frustrated going against him, can't get him by. But this time of the year, there's going to be ups and downs. So I think just sticking to it, whether we can't, get one on the board early. I think just looking back at practice and knowing how to kind of overcome that adversity with our offensive guys is going to help us too.
Final question for Wyatt, if everyone has one. Mary, do you have one?
I did, but I lost it. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Wyatt. Appreciate it. Good luck Thursday.
Thank you.
Yep.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.